it is, folks. We could be just 90 minutes away from one of the biggest prizes in European club football. It's the Europa League final. But before all that, we have the small matter of the semi-final second leg. Who's in control, who's not? We'll take a little look next. Show today. We take a look at, of course, the old 2020-2021 Europa League semi-final second legs, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe and get your magazine today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship, whatever, Europa League related. We got to know here. I forgot what I was talking about, but how could we forget it? Of course, we've got a big week of football, of course, to set up two grandstand finishes to, of course, the European competitions out in the club football world. And we'll get to that in a minute. Of course, a big shout out to the VIPs. They are the Patreons, boys and girls. Thank you for your continued support. But anyway, yes, indeed, Manchester United may have one step already in that final. But of course, we have seen some strange things that happen in the world of football, of course, in this competition as well over the years. But is there another one up ahead over in Rome? Well, let's get cracking then and have a little look at what we should be expecting in this coming week. Let's get into it, of course. Recap of those matches that we talked about just last week. There's the first legs. It was Manchester United against Roma at Old Trafford, and it ended up as a 6-2 win for Manchester United. That's right, Bruno Fernandes with a brace, Cavani with a brace, Pogba and Mason on the score, Mason Greenwood on the score sheet for, of course, Manchester United. Lorenzo Pellegrini on the score sheet, Edin Dzeko as well. Made it a little bit through to 2 away goals. They need to win it 4-0 at their place to have any real hope. But if United get on the score sheet, then that's probably it's already over there, really. Meanwhile, though, Arsenal do have a lot of work to do to get themselves into consideration for that final. They are 2-1 down at the moment. I did actually call this one bang on the nose. Mano Tiriagos, Raul Abiolo on the score sheet for Villarreal. Nicolas Pepe made it a little bit interesting from a penalty spot. However, 2 red cards changed the face of the game. Dani Ceballos and Antonio Capué on get themselves sent off for the respective clubs. They have a hope, they have a chance. Arsenal, they just need to win 1-0. Of course, with that away goal, that gives them a big old leg up. For me, you know what? I wanted to see either a non-English final or an English final. I didn't want to see Manchester United up against Villarreal. I didn't want to see Roma up against Arsenal. So I am looking forward to potentially having a Man United up against Arsenal final. And I will be rooting on Arsenal because I'd like to see them gate crash the top 4 despite all the hoodoo around it. Do they deserve top 4 football? Probably not. But anyway, let's we'll see what I think in just a second. Of course, yes. Just a reminder. Are we moving on? We are going to move on. Just remember, the Prediction League will be back for the final, so make sure you get your picks in down below. Of course, continuing on. So when we next see me for that illustrious final in this instance, we will bring you bang up to date with the Prediction League, because I think right now we might already have a winner. I don't even know yet. I'm not even tallied up the scores, but of course I will go back to the previous couple and bring you bang up to date. So make sure you get them in there so that they're counted for this one, because there's still 2 points on the offer, and you might need 2 points to get yourself right back in it. You just don't know. And then when we'll come back, we'll know if there's a winner or not, because there'll be like 1 point up for offer, and then we'll announce the winner. And if you are said winner, then you can get in touch with me via the comment section, or let me know. Give me your email, and then I can either we'll send you the prize, which I believe is a t-shirt, but we might exchange that out. Because if you don't want the t-shirt, maybe I can get you a gift card or something like that for a similar sort of value. But anyway, let's talk about the next legs then, of course. Before that, we'll recap how we got to the stage once again. Of course, way back when AC Milan, they played Manchester United, but of course they stumbled. Meanwhile, Mulder had a good one against Granada, but unfortunately they tumbled out as well. We were Shakhtar Donetsk also tumbled at the hands of Roma, and Young Boys Bern lost to Ajax. Over on the other side of the draw, we had Dynamo Kiev. They lost to Villarreal, of course. Spurs crashed out to the Croatian Dynamo Zagreb. Arsenal beat Olympiacos, and Rangers were unfortunate against Slavia Prague. Into the next round, of course, United took on Granada, and they won. Of course, Roma took on Ajax, and they won. Villarreal beating Zagreb also over the course of two legs, and Arsenal also beating Slavia Prague eventually with a good second leg display. And then it sets up the semi-finals, where we are right here, right now. Of course, we will be covering it right to the finish. We might even do a watch along on the final final, I don't know yet, depending on how everything else pans out. But of course, we are set up for those second legs. And kicking off, speaking of those second legs, let's talk about the next one, which is over in Roma, of course. Now, it's pretty much the similar information I did tell you last time around, but of course, the numbers have changed a little bit. Of course, these two sides have played each other. The last 6 encounters, 5 wins for United, nothing for Roma, 1 draw. Of course, I'll just have a quick see if there's more than that. If there's been more than 6 matches. In fact, they've played 8 since 2007. 6 wins for Manchester United, 1 win for Roma, and there's been 1 draw. Despite last weekend's 6-2 loss, that wasn't the biggest win for United. They did beat them, of course, 7-1 quite a few years ago now. Meanwhile, Roma beating their biggest victory over Manchester United in those in those 8 matches is just a 2-1 win. In total, Roma scored 8 goals against United over the years. United are scoring 22. They pick up around about 2.75 goals a game compared to Roma's just 1. So they'll be fancying their chances heading into this. Roma, though, haven't won any of the last 5 games. Roma also haven't won any of the last 4 games against United. And, of course, the first leg was a 6-2 win. Paolo Fonseca is in the driver's seat for Roma, of course, up against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Quickly, the bookies odds on this one. We have 20-17 on is United. They are your favourites. 3-1 is your draw, and 30-5 is 35 is your draw. 3-1 is your Roma. That is, of course, the odds for this leg and this leg alone. So for me, of course, we already know about the 6-2 win. I think Man United it'll either be a draw or just a narrow win for Manchester United. I don't think they're going to go guns blazing. They don't need to do anything stupid. So I do expect to see a rotated squad. Maybe some other youngsters or fringe players will get the opportunity to play. Maybe some strong guns on the bench just in case the shit hits the fan. But I think Ollie's got this one nailed on for a final, so he'll be happy for that. Maybe get a bit of silverware this season for him as well. So yeah, 2-1 win for me for Manchester United over Roma. Who will be joining them in the final? Of course, Arsenal will take on Villarreal over in London. Of course, they played each other over recent times, just the 5 times. 2 wins for Arsenal, 1 for Villarreal, and 2 draws. It was the case of good evening for Unai Emery. He was absolutely running riot over Arsenal last time around. 2-1 was the first leg, of course. Last time they played each other, though, in London was a 3-0 in the Champions League back, of course, in April 2009. Walcott, Adebayor and Van Persie on the score for Sebastian Ögeren. Get himself sent off for Villarreal. Villarreal, though, have actually won the last 9 matches in the Europa League. They also scored at least 2 goals in 7 last 8 matches as well. They're coming into this, though. Villarreal just 1 win the past 3 games. They did lose to Dimitri Alves and also Barcelona in La Liga, whereas Arsenal now make it 3 games without a win for them heading into this. Quick look at maybe some other deeper, darker stats on this one. Over those 5 matches, the biggest win for Arsenal over Villarreal was a 3-0 win, which we talked about. In total, they scored 6 goals against them over the years, picking up around about 1.2 goals a game. They'll need more than that, I think, to get over the line. As for Villarreal, their 1-0 victory was a 2-1 win over them, scoring in total 3 goals against Arsenal. That 2-1 win was, of course, just the other day. Their form heading into this, though, Villarreal winning 3 of the past 5 games. As for Arsenal, without winning 3, so bit of hard work, but of course Unai Emery has got the upper hand on this one, and of course the 2 goal cushion, or 2 goal lead, not 2 goal lead, it's only got 1 goal, it's only got 1 goal pissing lead, but the odds on this was 65 for Arsenal for this one, 11-4 draw, 3-1 is your Villarreal on this. It's going to be difficult in this one. I'm probably going to watch this one because of course it's got more on the line, which I did watch this first leg anyway. I've gone with the 2-win for Arsenal on this one. Do they deserve to be in the final? Probably not, but ultimately I think it will be a very, very good way to end this competition. Of course, it gives Arsenal that chance to make top 4. Of course, we've had all that discussion about the Super League. They're not even in the running for that top 4 over in the Premier League, but this would give them a cheeky backdoor entrance for that if they were to be victorious. So if I get my picks bang on the bloody nose, it'll set us up, of course, with these aggregate score lines. Of course, Manchester United will go through 8-3 on their side of the draw, and Arsenal will squeeze through 3-2 on aggregate. Now let's take a quick look at, of course, the bookies odds for outright winners on this one. Roma are, of course, 150 to 1, long shots. Arsenal are 4-1. They are third favourites behind, of course, Villarreal, who are second favourites, 7-2. Manchester United are runaway leaders, and of course favourites 50-8 for the victory on this one. Now, once again, be sure to get your picks in. Once again, be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this one. Of course, I'll bring you bang up to date with, of course, the Prediction League, and of course, probably the winner next time you see me, of course, in this competition. Of course, be sure to check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon as well. Also, I'll be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, and we'll do it all again for that one and only final. Who will be there? Will it be all in England, of course, or will there be a surprise on our hands? We'll take a look at, of course, next time around.